Hey guys, so in this video I want to show you a Vision Line genset that I got in a while back on a trade, and it needed some work and a little bit of TLC, and I finished it up a while ago and it's just been kind of kicking around here. So I want to show you this engine pulling the Vision Line ethanol tank cars that I weathered and graffitied a while back. So I did this based on some photos of the real gensets out in Los Angeles, and they really are this bad. They really are covered in graffiti with all kinds of just scribbles and stuff written all over them. And so I had a bit of fun with it. You can see up front we got peace and love. Then that demented SpongeBob looking dude. I saw "Silence is Golden" written on one of the gensets right there, right in this area, so I put it in. Some dude with a gun that says "Ghetto Blaster," and I weathered over the vents just like the real thing, so some of the letters are weathered over. Of course, we got the skeleton couple kissing. And of course, I signed my work on the back of the engine. And this is the Vision Line model. It does have the 3 independent smoke units, die-cast body, and it only has one motor, which is fine because it's a heavy engine and it's just a switcher. But you can see that fully detailed interior in the cab. That's really nice. They don't make them like this anymore. These original Vision Line diesels are one of a kind, and I'm kind of hoping that they bring this back. Not necessarily in the Genset or the ES44, but something like a U50C or just some other weird engine. Here's the other side. Really neat looking, so let's run this around a little bit.
Do you read me? Roger that, UPY 2701, read you loud and clear. Start her up and stand by to pull. Roger that, 2701 out. Dispatcher 2701, hoses are coupled. Are we clear the main line, over? Yes, 2701. You can take the lead. Over. Copy, I got clearance to pull. 2701 out.
Alright, this is the sleep mode. So what I'm going to do is bring up the RPMs and we'll see each smoke unit click on one at a time. Now, the smoke on these is not as good as the smoke on the newest release of the Genset, so you really can't see it all that well in the camera, but all three smoke units work fine. I put new batting in them, but still, this is first time the Gensets were made, and the smoke units back then were just not as good as they are today. But it's pretty cool to see the flaps open up on their own. A little bit hazy, a little blurry, sorry about that. Sometimes they just need a little wiggle. Really lighted dials in the cab. Pretty cool. So here's a better view of the other side of the engine with all the graffiti work. So, in all honesty, I'm debating on selling this Genset and the 3-pack of tank cars here. So, and the reason why is because my layout is really going to focus on a much older time period. And I'm going to have a couple of modern pieces in it, like the Acela and some Phase 3 Amtrak and the MTA era of the Long Island Railroad and some New York City stuff. But this is really a Los Angeles engine here, and these ethanol tank cars are a little bit beyond my time period. So, as much fun as they are. So, you know, I don't feel as attached to these as I do some of my other older steamers and some of the other pieces that I grew up riding and seeing. So I may put these up on eBay, but what I'm going to do for right now is if you're interested in this and you want to make me a reasonable offer, you could contact me via the email in the description. Please don't lowball me. I'm not going to accept $200 for all of this, okay? Some people like to try that. I'm just letting you know right now that I'm just not going to do that, okay? I put a lot of time and effort into these, and I'd like to get a few dollars for them. I'm not going to gouge it for what some of the other eBay guys would want to charge for something like this, but I definitely want to make a fair dollar on it. So I'm just letting you know that up front. Also, one last note about the smoke units on these Vision line Gensets is that they don't operate in order. So in other words, this is not the first one that'll kick on, and then this is the second one, and this is the third. It's random. Sometimes the center one will kick on first, and then this one, and then this one. Sometimes this one will kick on first, and then this one, and then this one. It's different every time. So that's just the way it's wired. I'm not sure if that's prototypical or not, but that's how these came from the factory. And also, these flaps, sometimes you just have to wiggle them a little bit to get them to actually open and close in sync with the sounds. And then the last thing I want to mention is the handrails on this engine. They are extremely delicate, just like the ES44s. So I did have to glue a couple of them back in place. If I do sell this and you do end up receiving it with a broken handrail or two, get some Dollar General Crazy Glue. Put a little drop of glue right there where it broke or wherever on whatever handrail it is, and hold it in place for about 10 seconds and it should set. If there's a little bit of mess or residue there, take a small piece of sandpaper and just gently sand that area first to get the glue to stick better. So that's how you do it without making a mess. It's not that hard. but sometimes things happen during shipping, so I wanted to just put that out there so that somebody doesn't say I shipped them an engine with broken handrails. So that's it for the engine. These ethanol tankers, as you know, if you've watched some of my previous videos, I sold these once and they came back to me because there was a couple of severed wires and a missing screw on one of the tank cars, and somehow I missed that. And so when I got them back, I fixed them, and they're in perfect working condition now. And you could see the repair video. I'll link that in the description as well if you want to see the repair I made on these tank cars. So that's it. This is a very, very unique set, and I do have some other graffiti stuff in my collection. Some of it hasn't been filmed yet, and it's more appropriate for the layout I want to build. So I'm probably going to let these go. You know, make me an offer. If I don't see an offer within a day or two, I'll probably put them up on eBay. So thanks, guys, very much. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know if you're interested. Take care.